Hello there everybody, my name is Gemma for those of you that do not know me, and today I am filming something that is slightly different on my channel. I have a ACL rupture, and in 3 days time I will be having my ACL reconstruction, and I have been practicing yoga now for the past couple of months, and this is my last yoga class before I have my surgery. So I thought, why not pop the camera on and show you guys what my yoga class is. And yeah, I am not a physician, I am a yoga teacher. So when I say this is a prehab ACL yoga class, this does not mean that it is suitable for everybody else out there that has an ACL injury. This is simply just me, again, sharing with you my ACL prehab and post-op journey. So if you would like to join me, you can roll out your mat. This is a beautiful yoga class, regardless if you have ACL injury or not. And always check with your physician, guys. Please always check with your physician if this is the right class for you to practice. Remember, everybody's different. I'll be waiting over here. So let's begin today's practice lying on our backs. And if you are unaware of which knee my ACL rupture is on, it is on my left knee, and I did that middle of July 21, if you're obviously watching this earlier in time, and we are now middle of October. So I've had to wait a little while for my swelling to go down, to find range of movement back in my knee. And we're at that point now where we are good to go. So yeah, 3 days time, I will be having my reconstruction done. So ACL repair, there's a meniscus tear along with that as well. So yeah guys, 3 days time. So grounding both feet into the yoga mat, placing both hands on top of the thighs. Big breath in, long breath out. Just sending a little bit of loving kindness towards your injury, or if you have no injury, you can send loving kindness to your whole entire body. Begin to straighten both legs out. See how that feels. Draw the toes back towards you. We're going to take supine tree, so bringing this left leg in line with the hip, and then this right foot will come in towards the inner thigh. Softly allow that knee to drop out to the side and hold. Notice that stretch, how it feels for you. And slowly lifting that knee up towards the sky. Use strength in your core and in your leg. And let's hitch that right knee in towards the chest. Catch the knee, feed the knee in. So now you're in your supine lunge. Notice any tension in the body. Notice any areas where you may feel stuck. And the whole time, practice mindfully, never to enter any postures that don't feel comfortable to you. You are your own best teacher. And as online yoga teachers, it's really hard to see how everyone is experiencing this, because again, we're all different. So we place our trust in you to intuitively listen to your own body. And then driving that right foot up towards the sky, and maybe we can catch the outer edge of that right foot with the hand, Left hand slides on the hip to keep it down. Half happy baby. And the whole time I'm really working on some extension for this left leg, and remembering that this leg is my injured one, my injured knee. And with control, we release, and we're going to swap over to the other side. So bringing the left foot in, right leg out long, and just keep landing and arriving and witnessing how the body feels. And we'll bring the knee up towards the sky and catch the knee in. See how that feels. Draw it in. Flex the foot. Relax the heel towards the bottom as much as feels comfortable. Using the breath to control the sensations. You have control of the breath. The breath is your power. Remember that. It's your superpower. And then half happy baby. Feed the knee in, catch the outer edge of the foot. And we will drop. I'm going to rock up into seated. So depending on if you're practicing this because of ACL injury, you may find sitting in cross-seated really uncomfortable. I remember at the beginning of my injury, when I did the injury, I wasn't able to sit like this for a good 6 weeks. So again, just be really mindful, see where you are. If it doesn't feel right, you can bring the legs out straight. You can also pad up your bottom with some towels or some blankets. And I'm just going to sit here just for a moment, just trying to relax through my knees, relax through my thighs. Find my breath. Be aware of the sensations that I'm feeling around this knee joint. Checking if these sensations are serving me or not. And they are. I can feel that they're doing my knee good. And I'm going to place this left hand down and sweep the right arm all the way up. Big breath in. And then exhale, tip to the left as we search for that side body stretch. Maybe we start to just rotate the face a little higher up towards the sky. Reaching out long through the fingertips. And cartwheeling all the way over. Inhale to center. Exhale over. And then all the way back to center. I'm going to bring both legs out in front. I feel like they need a little shake after that, nice and slow. And then bringing the soles of the feet together. For Baddha, closing the soles of the feet together like a book. And softly allowing the knees to drop out to the side and just holding there, sitting up tall. Breathing in full breaths. and softening out. Wonderful, blinking the eyes open and taking Sukhasana again, but changing the cross of the legs. So this time the right heel is going to come in, left leg over. So I've just changed the cross of the legs. And again, just relaxing out through my knees, relaxing out through my thighs. Finding some trust there with body and mind. Allowing my breath to send safe signals to my knee. And then sweeping both arms alongside the thighs. Let's take a twist. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, we'll twist to the left. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. And then exhale, twist over the other way. And then squaring all the way back to the top of your yoga mat. And bringing both legs out in front. Again, you just might need to be a little slower doing that, removing the flesh from the sitting bones. A little pad out, draw the heels back towards you, a little sitting up tall. I'm going to place both hands on top of the thighs. I'm going to hinge forward. And we can relax the hands. We can allow the arms to drape a little further down the shins if you wish to. Just remembering the whole time we're not forcing any movement. Maybe you use your hands as feedback for the body, for the breath, for the mind. Wonderful, and just a little peel all the way up. And we're going to take a tabletop pose. So finding tabletop pose, entering into tabletop mindfully. Spreading the fingertips, and I'm going to take my first downward facing dog for today. So curling the toes under, using strength in the thighs, the core, breathing in. And as I breathe out, hover the knees, push the hips all the way up towards the sky and back and down. And using my chest to really drive back towards my thighs. A beautiful stretch for down the back of my legs, down the back of my knees. I'm going to add in some movement, so driving the knee forward and then back. We call this walking the dog. And then bending the knees, gazing forwards, and just stepping up towards the top of the mat. And keeping both knees bent, so a little bit of cushioning into both knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then I like to inhale, lift up halfway, and see if I can play around with some extension into straight legs. And I normally do this one at a time, so just driving one leg straight and then the other, just switching over. Trying with both legs, lifting the chest up. Breathe. And then heel toeing both feet out to the long edges of your mat, kicking both heels in and dropping all the way down into a malasana squat. Now I need to take my hands further past my heels for support as I enter into this very slowly. And remember that this may not be in your bag of tools to do this just yet. Remember, I am 3 months past my initial injury, so you guys may be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know where you are up to yet. So practice this mindfully. If this isn't there yet for you, don't enter into it. And then lifting all the way out, heel toeing both feet together, bending the knees and taking a big breath in through the nose. Press and seal the hands together and exhale to the heart center. So I'm going to take a wide leg fold now. So I'm going to bring the legs out wide. Heels tracking back, toes tracking forward. And hands to my waist as I breathe in, find length. Breathe out, pressing into all 4 corners of both feet. Very slow, and already I can feel a little pulse. I'm going to just bend into that left knee as I go down. When I feel supported down here, I can have a little play around with what feels good for me. Just allowing my upper body to hang loose. Big out breath. And then I'm going to pivot to the top of my yoga mat and take it all the way back into plank pose and lower the knees down and lower the belly and the chest down. Keeping both hands underneath my shoulders. I'm just going to stretch out both legs for a moment, just enjoying the stretch out of both legs. Separate them and bring them around now, mat width apart. And as we inhale, just begin to peel the chest, peel the belly off the thighs. Keep the elbows bent and squeeze the glutes. Really stretching down through that abdominal wall. And lower all the way back down. And I'm going to keep those hands underneath the shoulders as I flip this left foot over to the right and drive that knee up towards the sky. And you can drop the head if you wish. And flip it back over to center. Oops. And then again, the other way. And we'll take that one more time each side. If that feels uncomfortable for your arms, you can bring your arms out in front and do it like so. And back to center. Flip and switch over. And then all the way back to center. Spreading both legs out long. Third eye down, take a big breath in. Long breath out. Bringing both heels in towards the bottom. Flex the feet. Point the toes. Flex the feet. And point the toes. And then crossing the ankles over. And just with the top foot, a little press. And switch. Press. And separate. And we can just window wipe over to the left, over to the right. And then out, nice, long, peeling all the way back up into any comfortable seated position for you. And again, you may wish to shake the legs out, sitting Sukhasana or legs out straight, whatever feels comfortable for you. Again, just take a moment to arrive and land where you are. Relax out through the knees. If you are in Sukhasana, relax out through the thighs. And again, with that breath, lots of loving kindness to your injury. If you are practicing with an injury, or just loving kindness to your whole entire body. Bringing my hands together to seal off the practice that I've taken today. And from me to you, namaste. Thank you for moving with me today. Remember guys, please always check with your physician if this is the class for you to practice. And I hope you have enjoyed watching my last yoga class before my ACL reconstruction. I shall see you on the other side. Bye.